Number 4, keep your thoughts centered on the ideas of abundance, sufficiency, and well-being. And that goes with number, I'm going to hold off on that one. We're going to go down to 7 with that. So number 5, create an affirmation to use daily, such as God is my instant, constant, and abundant supply. I'm keeping my eye on God. That works well too. So something that's just going to keep your mind focused as we start to live these principles in action. Let's put them in action. And so affirmations are a great way. Number 6, meditate daily on the realization that you're surrounded and filled with a divine presence that wants only good for you because you're expressing its life. Take time every day to just be. It's so important. The inner world is much more real than the outer world. Have you ever heard that before? That the inner world is much more real than the outer world. So we need to spend more time in the inner world, okay? And that transforms the outer world. You are living God's life. You are the presence of God. And so as you remember that, it takes closing your eyes, taking some breaths, and just being. So I'm going to encourage you with your spiritual practice. And number 7, spend 5 minutes every day in nature. Allow yourself to absorb its wisdom. Being connected to the planet empowers you to live in harmony with all life. Not only does it connect you with harmony, but it reminds us of the abundance of nature. And if we look at what's happening in nature, you can't but help to realize that the infinite universe is there to support you because you are God's life. Get it? Yeah? Good rules? Think we can follow them? Start to move through our life like that? Reverend Fran?
We are spirit. We are spirit. We are spirit. We are spirit. We soar like the eagle flies as one who loves her destiny. Wind and love in perfect harmony. We are spirit. We are spirit. We soar like the eagle flies as one who loves its destiny. Wind and love in perfect harmony. We are spirit. We are spirit. We are spirit.
Thank you. That's so beautiful. Thank you, Reverend Fran. And so I call this practicing the presence. Not just me, lots of holy people call it practicing the presence. Spiritual people call it practicing the presence. It's practicing the presence of God in our lives. So reminding ourselves first, the work is to remember that we're connected all the time, right? That there's no place where God isn't. That any place that any of God is, all of God is. Anyone who heard my reading yesterday from church, we said that in there, that the allness of God, the totality of God, the infinite power and presence of God is present at every point where God is, okay? So not only are you the divine presence made manifest, but the infinite wisdom, the infinite creative power that, by the way, that's created the earth and everything that exists in the universe, okay? It's right where you are, you know? And so there's no lack, there's no limitation. There's just the presence. And so it's not that we are abundant. We are the presence of abundance. It's not that we're love. We are the presence of love. It's not that we're just whole. We're the presence of wholeness. Okay, so there's a subtle difference there. And part of it is this. We live in two worlds simultaneously. We live in the world of spirit. That's why I'm supporting us in doing our inner work. But we live in the human realm. And so we always have a choice. We have a choice to turn that TV on. We have a choice to listen to what's happening in the world and to put ourselves in the same place, and to see that what's happening, you can choose to say, okay, well, all of this that's happening to all these people, it's happening to me too, okay, or not. And some people would think that I'm crazy to be standing here and saying this, that it doesn't necessarily mean that what's happening has to happen to you. But it doesn't. It doesn't. And it doesn't mean what everybody else is saying about it. I think part of what's happening is that there's a huge fear about what it means about us if we lose our mortgage, what it means about us if I lose my job, what it means about us if I have financial challenges. It doesn't matter. And if you can cut that attachment to what it should look like or be like or seem like to other people, and you can really be the presence that you've come here to be, then what happens is infinite opportunity opens to you and you're sourced and supported. And so there is no lack and there is no worry and there is no stress and there is no strain. And you are guided by this amazing force to make the choices that you make that are going to support you in having an experience that most people would say, oh my God, how's that happening in this horrible economy? How are you making more money? How is that possible that you got this amazing mortgage on this house when no one's getting mortgages? Whatever it is, it's opening because you are just stepping forward as who you've come here to be. So again, I'm going to ask you, are you living the life that you've come here to live? So let's do a little exercise. What I want you to do is turn over to the back of one of the pages that's blank. I think you can turn the whole packet over if you want. And what I would like for you to do is to list 10 things. If today was the last day of your life, your last day on earth, what would you do? What are those 10 things that you would do? Just take a quick minute to jot down your 10 things. What would you do?